I'm in New York. Where are you?
Hi, Millie. I'm super excited for the sushi party next week. I'll see you there.
Hi, Liana. I don't want to be rude, but I don't think we invited you.
Yes, well, I overheard you talking about it in the park the other day. You really managed to get a reservation at Kobayashi Sushi? They have the best sushi in the city! And since you invited all your friends, I thought I'd come along too.
Well, I'm sorry, Liana, but we already made the reservation. And we could only get a table for 8, so, maybe next time?
Oh, don't be silly. You can call them and change the number of guests. What's one more person? Oh, and be sure to tell everyone else I'll be coming too.
Liana, I don't know how else to say this, but I don't want you to come.
What? Why?
Because you never pay. Every time we've invited you out to dinner in the past. You eat 5 times more than anyone else, but then when the bill comes along, you suddenly realize you lost your wallet or forgot to go to the bank or something. So someone else has to spot you the money. And you always say you'll pay it back, but you never do.
I don't remember that at all.
Well, I do. Remember last month? You heard my family was having a barbecue at the beach. So you showed up unannounced with your whole family and started eating everything you could get your hands on, and then you leave without even helping us clean up. Don't tell me you forgot about that, Liana.
What do you mean, showed up unannounced? We just so happened to be at the same beach at the same time is all. We didn't eat that much. I did feel bad about not helping clean up. But your grill is so complex. It has so many pieces and parts and odds and ends. I was worried about breaking it. I wouldn't want to do that to you, Millie.
Yeah, well, you had no problem taking the food we prepared for ourselves. You ate half the hamburgers, most of the hot dogs, and all of the potato salad.
Did we really eat that much? You'll have to forgive me. My 5 children do have quite an appetite. The older ones are already in middle school, and growing children need their nutrition.
So feed them at your house. And besides, you ate more than any of them. And this isn't just me. You've done the same thing to the other girls too. We're tired of you taking advantage of us, Liana. We don't want to be your friends anymore. We're never inviting you to anything ever again.
What? How could you? You're kicking me out of the moms group?
I mean, honestly, you were never that close to any of us. When have we ever directly invited you to anything? Never. I didn't even give you my phone number. You got it from the emergency contacts list at school.
I wouldn't have had to do that if you would have simply given me your number when I asked. Now come on. I want to have some good sushi. Let me go with you.
Why don't you just go to the restaurant with your own family? Why do we have to take you along with us?
My husband can't afford it. The only time I can ever go to a decent restaurant is when I go with you.
So it's like I said, you just want to come along so you can eat without paying. I can't believe you, Liana.
I didn't say that out loud.
Liana, for the last time, you're not coming with us. And please, don't ever contact me again.
Hi, Millie. I got to the restaurant a bit early, so I'll be waiting at the table for everyone.
What? What are you talking about? What restaurant are you at?
The sushi restaurant, Kobayashi Sushi. I'll order for everyone, so the food will be at the table when you get here. I told you I was coming, didn't I?
Yes, and I told you not to come. I was very clear when I said you weren't invited.
No, you said you didn't want me to come. And you said I wasn't invited for the last time. You didn't say anything about this time. You'll have to be more careful with your wording next time.
You have got to be kidding me. I've never met anyone like you before. I was as explicit as I possibly could be about not wanting you to come. And yet here you are.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Besides, my husband and kids have been looking forward to eating sushi all week. Oh, look! Our first order just arrived. Gotta go, Millie. You'd better get here fast before it's all gone. Millie, where are you all? We're all so excited to see you. And all the sushi we ordered is gone. We're completely stuffed. All 7 of us.
Liana? We're already here. We've been here for almost half an hour now.
You are? I can't see you anywhere. Oh well. Like I said, we're all stuffed to the gills, so we'll be going home now. Oh, and since the reservation was in your name, you'll be picking up the check, right? I'll pay you back. Eventually.
That's not gonna work this time, Liana. You're going to have to pay the bill yourself.
No can do, Millie. I seem to have left my wallet at home. You invited me. It's your party. So take responsibility and pay the bill, won't you? It's only a few $1,000s. You should be fine.
First things first, I did not invite you. And what do you mean few thousands? How much did you eat?
Well, between the 7 of us, about 50 plates each.
50 plates? All 7 of you? You ate 350 plates of sushi?
Well, yes. My kids have quite an appetite. The sushi was so good. They just couldn't stop.
That's... wow! Kobayashi starts at $10 a plate. If you ate 350 plates, the bill's gotta be at least 4 to 5 grand. Have you seen the bill yet?
It just came, actually. $6,000, and it was worth every penny.
$6,000? You ate $6,000 worth of sushi without intending to pay for it?
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You can split it between all of you. Thanks for the treat, Millie. Next time's on me, I promise.
This is no laughing matter, Liana. I can't believe you expected us to cover a $6,000 bill for you. Are you out of your mind?
Don't worry, you know I'm true to my word. I'll pay you back, I promise. Shall I tell the waitress you'll be paying with cash or credit?
You've gone off the deep end, Liana. You are one of the most selfish, insufferable people I've ever met. I'm not your damn ATM.
Millie, Millie, Millie. I don't think you're my ATM. We're friends, aren't we? Think of all we've been through together.
Friends don't stick their friends with $6,000 bills.
Do be a dear and hurry along, will you? We can't leave until you pay for the meal. We're going shopping on Michigan Avenue after this. Don't keep us waiting.
Wait, Michigan Avenue? Are you in Chicago?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask? That's where the restaurant is. Where else would we be? What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Oh boy. Liana, did you go to the Kobayashi Sushi on Michigan Avenue in Chicago?
Yes, of course we did. You said you were going to Kobayashi's Sushi, didn't you?
Oh boy, well Liana, I really hate to tell you this, but you're at the wrong place.
What?
We're not at the Kobayashi Sushis in Chicago. We're at the Kobayashi Sushi in New York.
What? New York?
Yep, my uncle runs a hotel here, and they're hard up for guests these days, so he gave us a great deal on a room. He said we could invite the other moms from the group too. We've been here since yesterday.
You went to New York? Why didn't you tell me about that?
You didn't ask, and besides, you weren't invited. I was about to lose it. I thought you followed us all the way to New York.
You're terrible! You tricked me!
Tricked you? You overheard our conversation and invited yourself to our party, and you want to blame me for you going to the wrong restaurant?
It's your fault for not telling me about the vacation! How could you do this to your best friend?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to hang out with you. You're not my friend.
How could you be so cruel to me? You know I have 7 mouths to feed. Do you expect me to support them all on my husband's salary? Friends don't abandon their friends in their time of need.
You are not my friend. And when have you ever helped anybody? All you ever do is take advantage of us. You're nothing but a parasite.
A what? How dare you?
It's the truth, Liana. But anyway, we're not at the same restaurant, so I won't be paying your bill.
You won't? Wait, who's going to pay the bill, then? It's $6,000! I can't pay it, and if you won't, then who will?
Not us, we're in New York. And no, we're not flying back to Chicago to pay your bill for you, so don't even ask. You're going to have to get yourself out of this mess.
Millie, please. I don't have $6,000. I can't pay this.
I don't care, it's not my problem. Figure it out.
Millie, wait! Please, you have to help me. If I don't pay, they're going to have me arrested. I have young children, Millie. You're a mother. Don't you have any compassion for my children?
Well, yes, I do feel pretty awful for your kids. They got stuck with a complete moron like you for a mom. But nope, not gonna help you.
Oh no.
So anyway, we're in the middle of our dinner, so I'm gonna go. Good night, Liana. Hope you enjoyed the sushi. Liana and her husband freaked out, left their kids at the table and ran out of the building. The restaurant had already called the police though. And they got caught right outside the front door. Since they never had any intention to pay for the meal in the first place, I don't see how they'll avoid jail time. So they'll have plenty of time to think about what they have done. Hopefully Liana learns her lesson this time. Oh, and her kids were all taken in by Child Protective Services. I guess Liana's sister and her husband are taking them in. Hopefully her sister's smarter than she is. As for us, we had a great time in New York. And the sushi was wonderful.
Hey, Becky! Are you really having a wedding ceremony? You have enough money for that? My husband makes good money. Do you want us to loan you some? Oh, but you probably wouldn't be able to pay it back. Yeah, forget what I said. You can't borrow any money.
We're more than capable of planning a ceremony within our means.
Really? You sure?
Kieran, I really don't know why you felt the need to have the same conversation with me every day, but being a two-income family does not make us poor. Some people like me have jobs they just like doing, even if their husband makes enough money to support the family by himself.
But my husband Kyle works at a huge company that pays him a ton of money. So I don't need to work. Why would you work if you don't have to? That just shows your husband doesn't make enough. I feel bad for you.
I'll thank you to not badmouth Trent to me. No matter what you may think, he's my husband and I'm proud to be his wife. Also, you really need to get with the times and realize that there's more than one way to make a marriage work these days. And you probably shouldn't make those kind of remarks to anyone.
Why not?
You're only going to embarrass yourself.
What's embarrassing about telling the truth?
Okay, well, don't blame me when you lose all your friends.
Oh, you're just jealous because you're dirt poor. I wonder what sort of wedding poor couples have. Oh, I can't wait.
You're unbelievable.
Hey, again, congratulations on your wedding. I hate to do this 1 minute before the service, but I decided not to go. Bye-bye!
Huh? Kirian, I wondered when you were going to show up, but now I see that you canceled. 1 minute before the service started? Geez, such odd timing. Almost seems intentional. Was this your plan all along?
Aren't you a smarty pants? Yep, that was the plan.
If you didn't want to come, you could have just said so from the start. I wasn't forcing you to come or anything.
But it was way funnier this way.
You think this is funny?
Oh, it is pretty funny, isn't it? Think about it. 1 minute before the service? It would have been better if you noticed sooner. Oh, that would have been awesome. I can just imagine the frustrated look on your face as you walk down the aisle. Oh, also, I didn't want to waste a gift on you.
What do you mean, waste?
You just pawn whatever we gave you to get money to pay your bills, wouldn't you? I'd feel kind of sad if the present we spent so much time and effort looking for ended up in some dirty pawn shop window. I'd rather just get something for myself or go on a group trip or something. And so, I'm going on a trip right now.
Good for you.
So we won't be coming to the wedding.
Whatever. Have fun.
Ooh, somebody's angry.
If that's how you would have acted, I'm actually really glad you didn't come.
Hope you don't get too sad about us not giving you a present.
We already have everything we need in-house and didn't expect a gift from you or anyone else.
Oh, wow. How much did you have to borrow to buy all that stuff?
Nothing.
So you stole it.
The reception is starting. I'm gonna go now.
Enjoy the hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. Hey, Becky. You there?
Kieran? What do you want now?
Is the wedding over?
Of course it is. It's been over for hours now.
Oh, I didn't make it. But there's an after party, right?
Yeah. But I doubt you'd be interested, us being revolting peasants and all.
Ugh, are you still mad about that? Anyway, we came back for the party.
Why?
Sisters don't keep secrets, Becky. Why didn't you tell me your husband was a famous YouTuber?
How did you...
Aunt Grace posted a picture on social media.
No, I'm pretty sure I've told you about him before.
No, you didn't. He doesn't use his real name on his channel. I had no idea.
A lot of artists use stage names. His offline personality is way different from his videos, so a lot of people he meets never even notice who he is.
A bunch of his big YouTuber friends are there too. It's all over social media. I want to meet them too. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh, and Kyle is a big fan of your husband's. Can he get an autograph? I just subscribed to his channel too, so after he signs one for Kyle, I want my own autograph. Oh, and I want him to sign it, the lovely Kieran.
You're unreal.
So, where's the party?
You're not invited.
Huh?
Do you think I would just say, sure, Becky, come on over, after you belittled me like that? You canceled on the wedding a minute before it started. Mom and Dad are furious, and so are Trent's parents. Everyone knows what you said to me. Fortunately, they don't hold your atrocious behavior against me at all. But do you have any idea how much you've hurt us all today?
What's your problem? We're here now, aren't we? Can't we just let bygones be bygones?
No, you idiot.
Why not?
Because you're awful, that's why.
I want to come to the party. I can't miss this chance to meet so many famous people.
My wedding isn't a meet and greet.
Oh, would you grow up already? Tell me where the party is.
Never.
Come on.
Go home.
You're so mean. Kyle got fired.
Huh?
It's all your fault, Becky.
What are you talking about?
Ever since Trent banned Kyle from his live shows, Kyle's been in a massive depression. He started taking time off of work, but I guess he forgot to call into his company, so they fired him for consecutive no-shows.
Oh, the ban. That's what this is about.
Why did he get banned? Kyle is Trent's biggest fan, and now they're brothers-in-law. Trent can't ban his own brother-in-law.
I heard what happened from Trent. Kyle name-dropped Trent to try to get into the venue without a ticket, and when that didn't work, he tried to force his way in. The venue security tried to restrain him, and he went crazy, so they had to call the cops. How could he not get banned after that? He has only himself to blame.
But why did he have to get fired?
Isn't it obvious? Everyone knows that you have to call into work when you take time off. Most companies have rules about no-shows like that.
But he's super sad. Shouldn't they give him a break given the circumstances?
Nope.
Really?
You never had a job in your life, so you may not know this, but the real world isn't a very forgiving place. Also, if Kyle wasn't feeling up to calling in sick himself, you could have called in for him since you're his wife and all. Didn't you think about that?
Why would I have to do it for him?
Ah, so you didn't then.
Are you saying this is my fault?
You can interpret it however you want. But I've got to get back to work. I have a ton left to do before I can go home today.
Oh, that's right. A job.
What now?
Get your company to give Kyle a job.
What?
I heard you actually work for a pretty big company, so...
Tell him to look in the Help Wanted ads.
Why would he do that when he has a connection like you?
What kind of power do you think I have here? I'm just a regular employee.
But...
Not to mention, Kyle was dead weight at his old company.
Dead weight?
One of my friends I invited to the wedding works at the same company. He told me all about Kyle. Even if I were in the position to be able to get someone hired into the company on my recommendation, I wouldn't ruin my reputation by recommending Kyle.
That's not fair. If Kyle doesn't have a job, what am I gonna do? I'm a housewife.
How about you work until Kyle finds a new job?
Me? Why would I do that? I got married so I wouldn't have to work. That was one of my conditions when I agreed to marry Kyle. So I'm not gonna work, no way.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun being broke then.
No! That's what I'm trying to avoid. That's why I need your help, Becky.
Kieran, let me be very, very clear. I would never in a million years lift a single finger to help someone who insulted my beloved husband and me.
Please?
You and Kyle are gonna have to figure this out yourselves somehow. That's what couples do.
Becky?
Welcome to the real world. Figure it out yourself. And get a job, you moocher.
Aw, Becky, please.
The more desperate you become for my help, the less likely I will ever help you.
You really won't help me?
Mom and Dad feel the same way. So don't go crawling to them asking to move in with them. You're on your own.
There goes Plan B. Why are you doing this? Why are you making me get a job?
Because you're a lazy, spoiled brat.
Come on, can't you give me anything at all?
I have nothing more to say to you.
Becky, don't go! Please, Becky, I don't want to have to work.
Their impending bankruptcy must have gotten Kyle to come back to his senses, because he immediately started looking for work. Unfortunately, word of his repeated no-shows got around, so finding a place that would take him proved difficult. He eventually landed a part-time job at a supermarket and is aiming to work his way up to store manager. Kieran isn't satisfied with his drastically reduced pay and constantly nagged him to make more money. Kyle got tired of her refusal to work, so he threatened to divorce her unless she got a job. Kieran called his bluff and said, "You wouldn't dare." But guess what? He dared. She tried to come crying to me for help again when the divorce was finalized, but I ignored her. It seems like she came to her senses too, and she's currently working the night shift cleaning the floors at a local dive bar. I'm glad to see she's at least taken her first step toward being a normal adult human being. But we'll see how long she lasts.